Hello student, welcome you all. Today we will discuss the topic hormonal control of metamorphosis and reproduction in insect. Actually we will produce or prepare two separate audio clips for these two topics. One for hormonal control of metamorphosis and another is for hormonal control of reproduction in insect. Now the first slide. In the first slide, the hormonal control of metamorphosis, here the definition is given. This everything is very important. Last time I told you, you have to write it in your notebook and prepare your notes. All the diagrams, important diagrams, not all, and the text material. So the process of transformation from an immature form to an adult form in two or more distinct stages. What happened in metamorphosis? The metamorphosis में क्या होता है? The transformation of one form into adult form, मतलब immature form से adult form में convert होना, and ये सब डिस्टिंक्ट स्टेजेस होती है. मतलब इमेच्योर फॉर्म इज एंटायरली डिफरेंट देन दैट ऑफ द अडल्ट. द प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम एन इमेच्योर फॉर्म टू एन अडल्ट फॉर्म in two or more distinct stages is called metamorphosis. So this is one way of definition. We can define it. Metamorphosis is a biological process by which an animal involving a clearly visible and relatively abrupt change in the animal's body structure through cell growth and differentiation. Abrupt change. Abrupt, that means sudden. In Marathi we can say anapekshit, sudden change. So what is metamorphosis? It is a biological process. एंड इसमें क्या होता है? इट इन्वॉल्व्स क्लियरली विजिबल, दिखने वाले चेंजेस, एब्रप्ट चेंजेस इन द एनिमल्स बॉडी. क्यों होते हैं? बिकॉज ऑफ थ्रू सेल ग्रोथ एंड डिफ्रेंसिएशन ऑफ टिश्यूज. सेल ग्रोथ एंड डिफ्रेंसिएशन ऑफ टिश्यू की वजह से दिखने वाले ऐसे चेंजेस होते हैं कि एक इमेच्योर फॉर्म अडल्ट फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट होता है. सो हियर इन दिस डायग्राम, in case of insects, there are three types of metamorphosis. Here the two types of metamorphosis are shown. The first one is this. In the first one, this is called incomplete metamorphosis, or it is also called as gradual metamorphosis, and in entomological term it is called hemimetabola. Hemimetabola. These insects, they are hemimetabolous insects. So इनमें ये मेटामॉर्फोसिस कैसे होता है? तो एग्जाम्पल यहाँ दिया है ये कॉकरोच. फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस कॉकरोच. इन दिस केस द इमेच्योर फॉर्म आर कॉल्ड निम्फ. ये जो इमेच्योर फॉर्म्स है इन्हें निम्फ बोलते हैं, NYMPH. और इंस्टार, इंस्टार मतलब एक स्टेज से दूसरी स्टेज, दूसरी से तीसरी, दैट इज कॉल्ड इंस्टार. फर्स्ट इंस्टार, सेकंड इंस्टार, थर्ड इंस्टार. तो ये कॉकरोच में क्या होता है कि ये इनकम्प्लीट मेटामॉर्फोसिस है और इसमें दे आर इमेच्योर फॉर्म्स आर सिमिलर टू अडल्ट इन एक्सटर्नल बॉडी अपीयरेंस. एक्सटर्नल बॉडी अपीयरेंस में ये अडल्ट से सिमिलर, अडल्ट की तरह ही होते हैं. तो डिफरेंस क्या है? एक्सेप्ट there is no development of wings and no development of reproductive system. Okay, so this much is sufficient because we are not going to discuss in detail this entomological topic, but you must know what is actually metamorphosis and how it is controlled by hormones. So that's why I am telling you this is the first type of metamorphosis. This is called the hemimetabolous insect or hemimetabola, इनकम्प्लीट मेटामॉर्फोसिस. और ये दूसरा है कंप्लीट मेटामॉर्फोसिस, और इसको बोलते हैं होलो मेटाबोला. holometabola, and these insects are holometabolous insects. Example shown here is butterfly. In this case, the immature forms are called larva. यहाँ क्या बोलते थे? nymph. यहाँ बोलते हैं larva. First instar larva, second instar larva, third instar, fourth, fifth, then pupa, and then adult. These are the developing stages. So in this case, the immature forms are called larva, and larval development takes place through periodic molds. पीरियोडिक मोल्ड्स मतलब एक इंटरवल में ये मोल्ड होता है और फर्स्ट इंस्टार कन्वर्ट्स इनटू सेकंड इंस्टार और सेकंड इंस्टार कन्वर्ट होता है थर्ड इंस्टार. इन दिस वे द लास्ट इंस्टार लार्वा जो है ये दिस लास्ट इंस्टार लार्वा अंडरगोज मोल्टिंग एंड इट फॉर्म्स प्यूपा. ओके, दिस प्यूपा फाइनली डेवलप्स इनटू फुल ग्रोन winged insect, that is butterfly. Here in this case butterfly. So these are the two types of metamorphosis, complete and this is incomplete metamorphosis. So let us see what is written here. The definition again: metamorphosis, insect embryo is incapable of developing directly into an adult insect, and adult development occurs through a series of successively grown free living immature forms are called instars. Such kind of indirect post embryonic development is called metamorphosis. तो इंसेक्ट्स में क्या होता है? इंसेक्ट एम्ब्रियो इज इनकैपेबल. इनकैपेबल मीन्स नॉट एबल टू डू समथिंग, असमर्थ. तो इंसेक्ट एम्ब्रियो इज इनकैपेबल ऑफ डेवलपिंग डायरेक्टली इनटू एन अडल्ट इंसेक्ट. डायरेक्ट अडल्ट इंसेक्ट में ये एम्ब्रियो नहीं हो सकता. तो एन अडल्ट डेवलपमेंट ऑकर्स थ्रू a series of successively grown free living immature stages or forms, that is called instars. Such kind of indirect post embryonic development is called metamorphosis. On the basis of post embryonic development pattern, the insects are divided into three groups: ametabola, hemimetabola, holometabola. इसमें से हेमीमेटाबोला और होलोमेटाबोला हमने देखे हैं. इन अमेटाबोला ओनली ग्रेजुअल ग्रोथ ऑफ द अडल्ट इंसेक्ट्स टेक्स प्लेस थ्रू रिपीटेड एक्डाइसिस. तो अमेटाबोला जो है पहला वाला, ये एंशियंट ओल्ड इंसेक्ट्स आते हैं इसमें. ये विंगलेस इंसेक्ट्स होते हैं सब. तो दीज आर कॉल्ड अपटेरिगोट. अपटेरिगोट मीन्स विंगलेस इंसेक्ट्स, pterygote, and these are the old and most primitive type of insects, and the immature forms are similar to that of adult. appearance, external appearance में सेम होते हैं, बट इसमें सक्सेसिवली मेटामॉर्फिक ऐसे मोल्टिंग होते रहता है. बाकी इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा डिफरेंस होता नहीं इमेच्योर फॉर्म में और अडल्ट फॉर्म में. But hemimetabola and holometabola, that is we have seen in incomplete and complete metamorphosis in the previous slide. In a hemimetabola, the metamorphic forms and the adults are similar in external body appearance and thus represent partial or hemimetamorphosis, and the juvenile forms are called nymph. Juvenile means immature. इमेच्योर को जुवेनाइल बोलते हैं. तो इमेच्योर फॉर्म्स आर कॉल्ड निम्स इन केस ऑफ हेमीमेटाबोला, दैट इज इनकम्प्लीट मेटामॉर्फोसिस. इन होलोमेटाबोला द मेटामॉर्फिक फॉर्म्स एंड अडल्ट्स आर ऑल टुगेदर डिसिमिलर इन एक्सटर्नल बॉडी अपीयरेंस. होलोमेटा जो हमने बटरफ्लाई का एग्जाम्पल देखा है, इसमें इमेच्योर फॉर्म एंड अडल्ट ये ऑल टुगेदर डिफरेंट, dissimilar in external appearance, and this represents a complete metamorphosis, or it is called holometamorphosis. And the juvenile form in this case is called larva and pupa. So here these are the three types of metamorphosis given: ametabola, hemimetabola and holometabola. If you want it, you can write it, or if you want to leave it, you can discard it. The most of the thing I have explained you before we start actual topic, what is metamorphosis. Now the endocrine control of metamorphosis. Here the some points I have written by hands, so you have to write it correctly in your notebook, because these are all important sentences, and in a brief we have prepared these notes. Now this first sentence, hormonal regulation. An integral action of prothoracotropic hormone PTTH, the ecdysone, allotropic hormone ATH and juvenile hormone JH controls the process of metamorphosis in almost all insects. The classical theory is described below. बाद में देखेंगे हम, पहले ये सेंटेंस का मीनिंग हमें समझना है. इंटीग्रल एक्शन ऑफ, integral means inbuilt, that inbuilt necessary action in order to complete any process, that is called integral action. तो ये क्या है कि हार्मोनल रेगुलेशन इंटीग्रल एक्शन है. कौन से 4 हार्मोन का इंटीग्रल एक्शन है ये? तो पहला है ये PTTH, जिसे प्रोथोरैकोट्रोपिक हार्मोन बोलते हैं, प्रोथोरैकोट्रोपिक हार्मोन बोलते हैं, और इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज TTH, थोरैकोट्रोपिक हार्मोन. सो डोंट कंफ्यूज इन बिटवीन PTTH और TTH. प्रोथोरैकोट्रोपिक बोल सकते हैं या थोरैकोट्रोपिक बोल सकते हैं. सो दिस इज अ ब्रेन हार्मोन. प्रोथोरैकोट्रोपिक हार्मोन इज सिक्रेटेड बाय मेडियन न्यूरोसिक्रेटरी सेल्स ऑफ पार्स इंटरमीडिया. तो ये पहला हार्मोन हुआ है, ओके, ब्रेन हार्मोन है, एंड इट इज सिक्रेटेड बाय ब्रेन सेल्स, median neurosecretory cells. Second, the ecdysone. Look here, the ecdysone. This is the hormone secreted by thoracic gland, or it is also called as prothoracic gland because it is present in prothorax. That's why prothoracic gland. This gland is called ecdysial gland also, and that's why the hormone name is ecdysone. Then ATTH, allotropic hormone. This is also a brain hormone secreted by the brain cells. And fourth one is juvenile hormone, JH, This hormone is secreted by Corpora allata. Okay. These are the 4 hormones which take part in the process of metamorphosis in insects: prothoracotropic hormone, ecdysone, allotropic hormone and juvenile hormone. The neurosecretory cells in pars intermedia secretes the brain hormone on stimulation from extrinsic as well as intrinsic factors. एक्सट्रिंसिक मतलब एक्सटर्नल, इंट्रिंसिक मतलब इंटरनल. अब एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स कौन से होते हैं? एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर तो मोस्टली एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स होते हैं, टेम्परेचर एंड ह्यूमिडिटी एंड ऑल दैट. एंड इंट्रिंसिक इंटरनल फैक्टर्स होते हैं फिजियोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स, बायोकेमिकल फैक्टर्स. दीज आर सो whenever there is a need, as per the need, this factor stimulates the brain. Brain produces that, brain cells produces desired hormone, and that hormone then stimulates the target gland, and then target gland produces the hormone, and finally the metamorphosis or that desired action takes place. The neurosecretory cells of pars intermedia secretes the brain hormone on stimulation from extrinsic as well as intrinsic factors. The brain hormone acts as a thoracotropic hormone which stimulates the ecdysial gland to produce ecdysone. It is same as that of in vertebrates. Pituitary hormones, the tropic hormones, they stimulate the target glands like the thyroid gland or gonads or the adrenal gland, like that. Here this is also a trophic hormone, and this first one is thoracotropic hormone secreted by the brain cell which stimulates the ecdysial gland. Ecdysial gland later on produces the ecdysone. The ecdysone acts specifically on the target site. Target site क्या कौन है यहाँ पे? Target site is the epidermal cells of the integument. Integument मतलब skin. Insects में skin को integument बोलते हैं because the skin of insect is hard, tanned hard होती है, उसमें cementing होता है ना, that is integument. तो epidermal cells ये targets ऑर्गन है और टारगेट साइट है. एज ए रिजल्ट इट इनिशिएट्स द मोल्टिंग एंड डिफ्रेंशिएशन ऑफ बॉडी टिश्यू. ओके, सो दिस इज ए वेरी शॉर्ट बट इट इज a very important lines. The neurosecretory cells of pars intermedia secretes the hormone, that is the prothoracic hormone, thoracotropic hormone. It stimulates ecdysial gland. Ecdysial gland produce ecdysone. Ecdysone act on the target site, that is epidermal cells of integument. Here this diagram is important. Now this is MNC. MNC मतलब brain cells, median neurosecretory cells. These cells are stimulated by extrinsic factor and intrinsic factor. Extrinsic factor, that is environmental factor. Intrinsic factor, that is a physiological factor, muscles stretching, etc. After stimulation, MNC produces TTH, thoracotropic hormone, or you can say it is PTTH, prothoracotropic hormone. So this tropic hormone stimulates EG, means ecdysial gland, and ecdysial gland produces ecdysone. Ecdysone, look here, the titer means quantity or level of ecdysone in all these stages of development, larva, pupa and adult. The level or titer quantity is same in all developing stages. Okay, while in this case MNC, same MNC after stimulation of extrinsic factor and intrinsic factor produces another tropic hormone, that is called ATH. ATH means allotropic hormone. Allotropic hormone stimulates Carpora alata, and Carpora alata produces juvenile hormone. Now look here, juvenile hormone level is highest in the immature stages larva. Highest, diagrammatically it is shown as a thick band. It is highest in larva. Then it is, or the level or titer is reduced in the last instar larva, and it becomes a pupa, and finally it is very much reduced in the pupal stage. The juvenile hormone titer is very much reduced in the pupa, and the pupa molds into adult, and in adult there is no juvenile hormone, and this same juvenile hormone act as a reproductive hormone or vitologenic hormone, that we will discuss in the next audio clip. So this diagram is important. Again I explain it. Brain cell MNC produces two tropic hormone, TTH, which stimulate ecdysial gland. Ecdysial gland after stimulation produces ecdysone. Ecdysone titer is very same in all these stages. and once the adult formation takes place, this gland diminishes or disintegrates. So in adult, ecdysial gland is not present because now there is no need of any molting, बिकॉज डेवलपमेंट की फाइनल स्टेज हो गई अडल्ट, बाद में मोल्टिंग होने वाला नहीं है, तो एक्डाइसियल ग्लैंड की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. सो एक्डाइसियल ग्लैंड इज डिसइंटीग्रेटेड. अनदर इज ATH, ट्रॉपिक हार्मोन. इट स्टिमुलेट्स कार्पोरा अलाटा. कार्पोरा अलाटा प्रोड्यूसेस जुवेनाइल हार्मोन. जुवेनाइल हार्मोन is responsible for molting. So there is a combined action of these two hormone, ecdysone and juvenile hormone, combinedly act and the metamorphosis takes place. Here the same figure showing the brain, the neurosecretory cells of brain, MNC and VNC, LNC, corpora cardiaca, corpora alata. So this PTTH produces by MNC, it is stored into corpora cardiaca. Corpora cardiaca में से ये निकलता है ब्लड में, वाया ब्लड इट इज स्टिमुलेट्स द प्रोथोरेसिक ग्लैंड और एक्डाइसियल ग्लैंड. एक्डाइसियल ग्लैंड प्रोड्यूसेस एक्डाइसोन and this ecdysone level is same in all the stages: larva, early larva, later larva, pupa, and it is not present in adult. The another hormone, that is corpora allata. Corpora allata produces juvenile hormone. After the stimulation from brain, it produces juvenile hormone. Juvenile hormone level is highest in the early larva, then it is reduced into the last stage of larva, and then it is very much reduced in pupa, and finally it is not present. It is present but it is as a different function, reproductive function. Juvenile hormone, that is not called juvenile hormone in adult. The name is changed. The hormone is become a reproductive hormone. The brain hormone at the same time stimulates the corpora allata to secrete juvenile hormone and thus act as a allotropic hormone also. The juvenile hormone induces differentiation of tissues towards the next juvenile form. As a result, successive larval molting takes place. During the last larval stage, the corpora allata become poorly active, and due to lower titer of juvenile hormone, the last instar larva molts into pupa. This sentence, look here, the corpora allata becomes poorly active, and due to lower titer of juvenile hormone, lower level of juvenile hormone, the last instar larva molts into pupa. At the last, the corpora allata are mostly inactive, and during this pupal stage and absence of juvenile hormone, it is molts into adult. Imaginal means adult molting takes place. अब यहाँ पे ये स्टार मार्क दिया है, तो यहाँ ये सेंटेंस लिखना है. And now this sentence is very casually written. Try to understand it and write it you correctly. इसमें क्या लिखा है कि it is believed that, or rather proved that scientifically by research, that effect of juvenile hormone is modify the biochemical and physiological reactions of target cells. क्या होता है ये टारगेट सेल्स? कौन से होते हैं टारगेट सेल्स? लास्ट टाइम आई टोल्ड यू द एपिडर्मल सेल्स ऑफ द इंटीग्यूमेंट. तो इंटीग्यूमेंट सेल्स में क्या होता है कि दो टाइप्स के जीन्स होते हैं, दो सेट्स ऑफ जीन्स, 2 सेट्स ऑफ जीन. तो इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ जुवेनाइल हार्मोन अगर है, मतलब इमेच्योर स्टेजेस में, मतलब लार्वा एंड प्यूपल, जुवेनाइल हार्मोन टाइटर ज़्यादा होता है. तो इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ जुवेनाइल हार्मोन, 1 सेट ऑफ जीन is active, giving the larval characters, and successive molting takes place. Okay, try to understand this, what exactly happened at genetic level. ये इंसेक्ट्स में 2 सेट्स होते हैं, एक लार्वल सेट्स ऑफ जीन्स एंड एक अडल्ट सेट ऑफ जीन्स. तो जुवेनाइल हार्मोन जब प्रेजेंट होता है तो लार्वल सेट ऑफ जीन्स एक्टिव रहता है, और ये genes produces that particular proteins and everything which is responsible for successive molt of one instar to second instar, second to third, and like that up to pupa. But when the juvenile hormone level falls and there is no juvenile hormone level, then second set of gene, that is called adult set of gene, is active, and such kind of proteins and mRNAs are produced which produces the adult characters. Okay, so that is written here. If you read it carefully, you will understand this. Soon after the imaginal mold, imaginal matlab adult, disintegration of the ecdysial gland takes place. In adult insects, the Carpora alata hormone acts mainly as a gonadotropic hormone. Carpora alata hormone जो है juvenile hormone, it acts as a gonadotropic hormone and metabolic hormone. Carlson proposed a model explaining hormonal mechanism at molecular level. The molting hormone ecdysone stimulates RNA synthesis by acting directly on nuclei of internal tissues. There might be nucleoprotein receptor which binds the ecdysone. Epidermis starts the synthesis of dopa decarboxylase so that cellular metabolism in the epidermis is switched to produce N-acetyl dopamine, needing for the tanning means hardening of the skin. This complete activity of ecdysone occurs only in the absence of this juvenile hormone. It is finally मतलब adult में ऐसा होता है. It is finally suggested that ecdysone act as a activator and juvenile hormone as a programmer. तो ये complicated sentence है but important है. If you want to write in your notes, you write it down, or if you want to discard it, you can discard it. The thoracotropic as well as electrotropic hormone action of the brain hormone does not occur throughout the intermold period, but it is often observed in the newly molted instar up to 24 to 48 hours. In the rest of the time, the intermold period, they act as a metabolic hormone by stimulating mostly the synthesis of blood proteins and enzymes. इसका मतलब क्या है? इंटरमोल्ड पीरियड मतलब जैसे एक लार्वा इंस्टार का पीरियड होता है 3-4 दिन का होता है. मोल्टिंग होता है मतलब वो नेक्स्ट स्टेज में फिर वो मोल्ट होता है. जब नेक्स्ट स्टेज में ये मोल्टिंग होता है तभी वो 24 और 40 आवर्स के लिए ये TTH एंड ATH जो है थोरैकोट्रोपिक हार्मोन एंड दी एलेक्ट्रोट्रोपिक हार्मोन सिक्रीट होते हैं और ये प्रोसेस होती है. एंड रेस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ऑफ इंटरमोल्ट पीरियड, जब ये मोल्टिंग की प्रोसेस बंद हो जाती है, अब 3-4 दिन वो लार्वा को उसी स्टेज में रहना है, तो दैट सेम हार्मोन एक्ट एज ए मेटाबॉलिक हार्मोन एंड विच स्टिमुलेट द सिंथेसिस ऑफ different kinds of enzymes and proteins for the growth and development of that particular stage. That is written here. And this is the last slide showing the summary of endocrine control of metamorphosis. This is the integral action of brain, ecdysone and juvenile hormone. Extrinsic and intrinsic factors stimulate the neurosecretory cells of PI, MNC, produces thoracotropic hormone. It stimulates ecdysial gland. Ecdysial gland produces ecdysone. Ecdysone act on the target site, that is epidermal cell of the integument. It initiates the molting and separation of the old cuticle. At the same time, extrinsic and intrinsic factors stimulate the neurosecretory cells of PI, MNC, and produces allotropic hormone. Allotropic hormone stimulates Carpora alata. Carpora alata, after stimulation, produces juvenile hormone. Juvenile hormone induces differentiation of tissue towards the next juvenile form under the old cuticle. Changes in the titer of juvenile hormone causes differentiation of larva, pupa and adult, probably due to the activation of first and second set of genes. So this is the summary of the endocrine control of metamorphosis. So here we stop it, the topic endocrine control of metamorphosis. Thank you.